In this chapter, we will dive into the Bill of Rights and the 14th Amendment, essential topics in constitutional law. In this course on constitutional law, we will delve into the Bill of Rights and the 14th Amendment. We'll cover the key provisions, interpretations, and their impact on individual rights. Through case studies and analysis, we'll explore how these foundational principles shape our legal system. Let's get started. In this chapter, we will dive into the core principles of due process and equal protection in the U.S. Constitution. We'll examine their development through amendments, legal standards, and significant court cases. The Bill of Rights and the 14th Amendment are essential components of our legal system. The Bill of Rights guarantees fundamental rights like freedom of speech and religion, as well as the right to a fair trial. On the other hand, the 14th Amendment ensures equal protection under the law and due process for all individuals. These amendments play a crucial role in safeguarding individual rights and liberties from government interference. For instance, the First Amendment's protection of free speech allows people to express their opinions without fear of censorship. Similarly, the 14th Amendment's guarantee of equal protection has been used to challenge discriminatory laws. Understanding these amendments is vital to ensuring that our legal system upholds the rights and freedoms of all individuals. Today, we're diving into the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution. These amendments are crucial as they safeguard our essential freedoms, like freedom of speech, religion, and the right to a fair trial. Let's explore how these rights shape our legal landscape. The Bill of Rights consists of the first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution, protecting fundamental rights and freedoms. Each amendment addresses specific rights crucial in a democratic society. For instance, the First Amendment guarantees freedom of speech, religion, and the press, while the Second Amendment protects the right to bear arms. These rights serve as a check against government overreach and tyranny, ensuring they cannot be taken away and must be respected at all times. Understanding the Bill of Rights is vital in constitutional law studies, as it forms the basis of legal arguments and decisions, empowering individuals to advocate effectively in legal matters. In criminal proceedings, due process and equal protection ensure that individuals accused of crimes have the right to a fair trial and legal representation. This means that individuals have the right to have an attorney present to defend them in court, giving them a fair chance to present their case and defend themselves against any charges. Additionally, these principles protect against arbitrary government actions, ensuring that individuals are treated fairly and equally under the law. For example, the right to a public trial allows for transparency and accountability in court proceedings, while the right to counsel guarantees access to legal representation, even for those who cannot afford an attorney. These rights are crucial in criminal proceedings to ensure that individuals can effectively defend themselves and receive a fair trial. The Second Amendment protects the right to keep and bear arms, allowing individuals to own firearms for self-defense and other lawful purposes. In the landmark case of District of Columbia v. Heller, 2008, the Supreme Court confirmed this individual right, emphasizing the use of firearms for self-defense within the home. Additionally, in McDonald v. Chicago, 2010, the court extended the Second Amendment's protections to the states, establishing that the right to bear arms is a fundamental right that applies nationwide through the 14th Amendment's Due Process Clause. This decision further solidified the individual's right to own firearms as previously established in the Heller case. The Fourth Amendment protects individuals from unreasonable searches and seizures by requiring law enforcement to have a valid reason, such as a warrant or probable cause, before conducting a search. This ensures that people's privacy rights are respected and prevents arbitrary intrusions into their personal lives. For example, if a search is done without a warrant or based on unreliable information, any evidence obtained may not be admissible in court. In the case of Mapp v. Ohio in 1961, The Supreme Court emphasized that evidence obtained in violation of the Fourth Amendment cannot be used in court, highlighting the importance of upholding constitutional rights against unlawful searches and seizures. This principle serves as a crucial protection for individuals in the criminal justice system. The Eighth Amendment is crucial in protecting individuals from cruel and unusual punishments, ensuring that they are treated with dignity and respect, even if they have been convicted of crimes. This includes prohibiting excessively harsh sentences, like imposing a life sentence for a minor offense, and preventing inhumane prison conditions, such as overcrowding or lack of medical care. A significant case that exemplifies the importance of this amendment is Furman v. Georgia, 1972, where the Supreme Court temporarily halted the death penalty due to concerns about arbitrary and discriminatory sentencing practices. This decision emphasized the need for fair and constitutional administration of capital punishment. Today we're diving into the 14th Amendment, a crucial part of the Constitution that guarantees equal protection and due process for all individuals. This amendment plays a vital role in ensuring that everyone is treated fairly and that their rights are respected by the government. The 14th Amendment is a crucial part of our constitutional framework as it ensures equal protection under the law and due process. This means that all individuals must be treated fairly and with respect by the government, regardless of their race, gender, or religion. It also requires that the government follows fair procedures and respects the legal rights of individuals, such as the right to a fair trial and legal representation. Through landmark cases like Brown v. Board of Education and Obergefell-Hodges, the 14th Amendment has been used to challenge discriminatory actions by the government and protect the rights of all citizens. Overall, the 14th Amendment plays a vital role in ensuring that the government acts fairly and impartially in its treatment of individuals. The Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment prohibits states from denying any person equal protection of the laws, meaning that the government must treat everyone equally under the law without discrimination based on race, gender, or any other protected characteristic. This clause has been used in various cases to strike down laws that discriminate based on race or gender, such as in Loving v. Virginia, where bans on interracial marriage were deemed unconstitutional. It has also been invoked in cases like Obergefell-Hodges to establish marriage equality for same-sex couples, and in voting rights cases to ensure equal access to the voting process. A significant example is Brown v. Board of Education in 1954, where the Supreme Court ruled that racial segregation in public schools was unconstitutional under the Equal Protection Clause, leading to desegregation efforts in schools and other public institutions. In United States v. Lopez, the Supreme Court made a significant decision by striking down the Gun-Free School Zones Act for exceeding Congress's power or other protected characteristics. This principle guarantees equal treatment in various areas such as education and employment. For instance, it means that everyone should have the same opportunities for education and should not experience discrimination in the workplace due to their gender or race. A practical example of this principle is seen in gender equality in the workplace, where men and women should receive equal pay for equal work, have equal chances for career advancement, and be free from gender-based discrimination or harassment. By upholding this principle, a more inclusive and just work environment is created for all employees. Today, we're diving into the fascinating concept of the Incorporation Doctrine. This principle ensures that the protections of the Bill of Rights extend to the states through the 14th Amendment, guaranteeing consistency in safeguarding individual rights at both the federal and state levels. The Incorporation Doctrine is a crucial concept that applies the Bill of Rights to the states through the 14th Amendment. This means that the protections and rights guaranteed by the Bill of Rights, originally only for the federal government, now also apply to the states. For example, The First Amendment's protection of freedom of speech now extends to state governments, ensuring individuals are safeguarded from government infringement on their rights at both levels. Additionally, the doctrine ensures the protection of individual rights at both federal and state levels. By incorporating the Bill of Rights, it safeguards individuals not only from federal government actions, but also from state government actions. This consistency and protection is vital for individuals across the country. For instance, the Fourth Amendment's protection against unreasonable searches and seizures applies to both federal and state law enforcement agencies, ensuring individuals are shielded from unlawful intrusions into their privacy regardless of the government entity involved. The Incorporation Doctrine plays a crucial role in maintaining a consistent level of protection for individuals nationwide. In this slide, we delve into selective incorporation, which involves applying specific provisions of the Bill of Rights to the states on a case-by-case basis. We see this concept in action through landmark Supreme Court cases like McDonald v. Chicago, 2010, where the Second Amendment's right to bear arms was extended to the states, ensuring that state and local governments cannot violate this constitutional right. Another example is Gideon v. Wainwright, 1963, which mandated that states provide counsel in criminal cases under the Sixth Amendment, guaranteeing legal representation for individuals facing charges, even if they cannot afford an attorney. Lastly, Miranda v. Arizona, 1966, introduced the famous Miranda rights, requiring individuals to be informed of their rights upon arrest, including the right to remain silent and the right to an attorney. These cases highlight the significance of selective incorporation in safeguarding individual rights and ensuring fair treatment under the law. All right, let's dive into the important topics of civil liberties and civil rights. Civil liberties are all about protecting our basic rights from government interference, while civil rights focus on ensuring that everyone is treated fairly and equally, regardless of their race, gender, or disability. These concepts are crucial in upholding justice and equality in our society. Civil liberties are essential rights and freedoms that protect individuals from government interference. Examples of civil liberties include freedom of speech and religion, which allow individuals to express their beliefs without fear of censorship. The right to privacy ensures control over personal information, while due process guarantees fair treatment in the legal system. In the landmark case of Griswold v. Connecticut, 1965, the Supreme Court recognized the right to privacy in marital relations, setting a precedent for future privacy rights cases. Overall, civil liberties are crucial for protecting individual freedoms and limiting government power, essential for maintaining a just and democratic society. In the context of civil rights, we see how crucial they are in safeguarding individuals' right to freedom of speech, privacy, due process, and equal protection. Freedom of speech allows individuals to express their opinions without censorship, while privacy safeguards personal lives from intrusion. Due process ensures fair treatment in the legal system, including a fair trial and protection against government abuse. Equal protection prohibits discrimination based on race, gender, or religion, promoting a more just and inclusive society. These rights are essential for upholding democracy and ensuring that all individuals are treated equally under the law. Today, we will be discussing the important concepts of substantive and procedural due process. Substantive due process focuses on the fairness and reasonableness of laws, while procedural due process ensures that individuals are given a fair chance to be heard before any deprivation of their rights. Both aspects play a crucial role in safeguarding individual rights under the Constitution. Substantive due process ensures that laws are fair and reasonable, not arbitrary or oppressive. Examples of violations include laws that infringe on the right to privacy and discriminatory laws without a rational basis. A key case demonstrating this is Lawrence v. Texas, 2003, where the Supreme Court struck down laws criminalizing private consensual sexual conduct. This decision emphasized the protection of individual liberties and the importance of ensuring that laws are not overly intrusive or discriminatory. Procedural due process is crucial in ensuring that individuals are treated fairly by the government before being deprived of life, liberty, or property. This includes rights, such as the right to a trial by jury, the right to confront witnesses and present evidence, and the landmark case of Goldberg v. Kelly in 1970, which mandated a hearing before terminating welfare benefits. By providing individuals with a fair opportunity to be heard and defend themselves, procedural due process helps safeguard individual rights and prevents arbitrary government actions. It plays a vital role in promoting justice and fairness in legal proceedings. All right, class. Let's dive into the summary of the Bill of Rights and the 14th Amendment. This slide gives us a snapshot of key topics like free speech protection, protection against unreasonable searches, due process, equal protection, Incorporation Doctrine, and the distinctions between civil liberties, civil rights, and due process. It's a crucial chapter that lays the foundation for understanding constitutional law. Today we covered the Bill of Rights and the 14th Amendment, discussing key amendments, their protections, the Incorporation Doctrine, and its impact on civil liberties, civil rights, and due process. Thank you for your attention. Any questions? In wrapping up, it's important to recognize the significance of the Bill of Rights and the 14th Amendment in safeguarding our rights and promoting equality. Always remember that the law is dynamic and constantly evolving, so it's essential to question, analyze, and strive to comprehend its intricacies. Thank you for your attention. Any questions? It would undergo strict scrutiny, where the government must prove a compelling state interest and narrow tailoring. Similarly, discrimination based on religion or national origin also triggers heightened scrutiny to prevent unfair targeting of certain groups. Overall, suspect classifications ensure that laws and government actions do not unjustly discriminate based on protected characteristics, safeguarding the fundamental rights guaranteed by the Constitution.